and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? As the band enters the parade deck, we ask that you refrain from crossing the parade deck or crossing in front of the reviewing stand. If you must cross, please go to the far ends. Once you have reached the seating area, we ask that you remain seated in the bleachers. Feel free to take photographs or videos from anywhere in that area. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you turn off all electronic devices, and we encourage the use of all waste receptacles for waste disposal while aboard Marine Corps Recruit Depot. Thank you for your cooperation, and enjoy today's ceremony. Graduating Marines from Company C. Recruit training is comprised of subjects required to produce basic Marines who function effectively in garrison, are trained in rudimentary individual field and combat skills, and practice the personal and professional traits which distinguish them as Marines. Examples of these traits are discipline, the achievement of a state of discipline which assures respect for authority, instant, willing obedience to orders, and the self-reliance to maintain or improve those traits which exemplify a Marine. Military bearing, consistently demonstrating military presence and personal awareness, as well as the proper wearing and maintenance of uniforms. Esprit de Corps, acquiring the common spirit of the Marine Corps that inspires enthusiasm, devotion, pride, initiative, teamwork, aggressiveness, determination, moral courage, integrity, camaraderie, and the burning desire to work with and for others toward excellence in common goals.
I see him.
For the Marines of Company C, today marks the end of their
Second black flag, second row, farthest to the left.
They have watched countless
second
battles
row.
at Camp Pendleton
Tall dude.
and on this parade
Far
day,
left.
and have been trained,
Far left.
as are all Marines, as basic riflemen. In addition,
Look for the tall hat right behind the second red flag.
Their strength
That's the second
and
platoon,
endurance
that's
have doubled
1042.
since their arrival
Tall white
aboard the
hat.
Recruit Depot. They are Marines, qualified to take their places in the ranks of the world's finest fighting organization.
See him as the head above everybody else. It's what's known as a target. True. I warned him.
That's who we're claiming at this point.
The platoons are now being aligned from left to right in order to get them into their exact positions for the parade.
There's definitely a wingspan with the gate.
I want chocolate milk. I want chocolate
The next portion of the parade will be the presentation of the colors, followed by our national anthem. We welcome veterans and members of the armed forces to join us in rendering appropriate honors with the military salute. Gentlemen wearing hats, please remove them in observance of our national anthem. Will the guest please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. March to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have shaped our history join us here today. In keeping with the tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, we ask that those men and women in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in showing our Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dutch Skodemeyer.
What do you think?
More than 1 million Marines have been trained here in the past 92 years and have departed San Diego for combat and conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Busan, Incheon, Quezon, Way City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, Iraq, and our current operations in Afghanistan. This parade deck is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of troops, Major Jose J. Pereira, and the battalion staff.
There, you see him?
Yeah. It's hard to miss.
Right?
Marine Band San Diego, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Series 1041, Series Commander Captain Robert W. Bond. Platoon 1041, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Dustin F. Martin. Platoon 1042.
All right, Caleb!
He said he's going to get his first promotion in like 2 months. His hat looks a little crooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Alex R. Henry. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Christopher Demosthenes. The Marines standing in front of the platoons have spent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 3 months training your Marine. Drill instructor duty is extremely demanding and requires enormous personal sacrifice to accomplish the mission of making Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a warm round of applause for the officers and drill instructors of Company C. Every Marine is trained first and foremost as a rifleman. Well-trained Marines have the confidence required to deliver accurate fire under the most adverse battle conditions. The Marine Corps Combat Rifle Program includes a requirement for Marines to effectively engage targets at various distances ranging from 25 to 500 yards, utilizing elementary firing positions and more advanced combat shooting techniques. Please direct your attention to the Marine standing in front of Platoon 1046. This Marine has distinguished himself as the most proficient combat marksman in Company C, obtaining the company high score of 341 points out of the possible 350. Brandon J. Hayashida, the most proficient combat marksman of Company C. Physical fitness is a requirement in the life of every Marine. It requires a high degree of personal discipline and dedication to achieve 20 dead hang pull-ups, 100 crunches in 2 minutes, and complete a 3-mile run in 18 minutes or less, for a combined score of 300 points. Please direct your attention to Marine standing in front of Platoon 1043. This Marine performed 38 dead hang pull-ups, 133 crunches in 2 minutes, and completed a 3-mile run in 17 minutes and 8 seconds on his final physical fitness test. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing Captain Jonathan Sokolowski, the most physically fit Marine of Company C. of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons. The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who displayed outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and enthusiasm, and were selected as a platoon honorman.
Guys! Set up! Punch!
The honormen are recognized as being the most outstanding Marines in their platoons. The platoon honormen compete for the titles of series and company honormen, who are considered the top men graduating today, and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps. Upon retirement of the guidons, each honorman will receive a plaque from Marine Corps Association and Foundation, the Corps' preeminent professional association, and the publisher of the Leatherneck and Marine Corps Gazette magazines.
Still full battery. Yeah? Shoot away.
The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. The honormen will be presented their plaques by the commanding officer of 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dutch Skodemeyer, and assisted by the Battalion Sergeant Major, Sergeant Major Matt Siemens. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all the honormen have been introduced. The honorman from Platoon 1041 is PFC Travis C. Ord from Little Elm, Texas. The honorman from Platoon 1042, and also the company honorman, is Lance Corporal Christian J. Brownotter from Fort Yates, North Dakota. Lance Corporal Brownotter is also the recipient of the Chesty Puller Award for his outstanding meritorious performance while in recruit training. The honorman from platoon 1043 is PFC Ross P. McGrath from Watsonville, California. The honorman from platoon 1045 is PFC Fernando Lopez Jr. from Gilbert, Arizona. The honorman from platoon 1046 and also the series honorman is PFC Cortez J. Woods from Joliet, Illinois. The honorman from platoon 1047 is PFC Frank A. Smith IV from North Branch, Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorman of Company C.
Senior drill instructors, dismiss your platoon.
This will be the last order the new Marines receive from their drill instructors, and probably the most welcome order they received while in boot camp.
Go!